newbies, middies, and my XBs. What's good? It's your girl. It's the makeup baby. It's the makeup. Hi, family, friends, colleagues. If any of my students happen to find my videos, hey guys, how you doing? Okay, so today is a review. I am reviewing one of my frequently patroned makeup companies, BH Cosmetics. Love them. Today I am reviewing, yes, my most recently purchased items, and there was 20 bucks. And I'm gonna tell you why that is such a freaking awesome deal. Number one, okay, so what did I get for 20 bucks? Oh, look, damn it. BH Cosmetics was running a Cyber Monday type deal, after Thanksgiving deal. It's freaking awesome. Like, the colors in here, I have to agree with all the other reviews that I have seen thus far on this palette when they compare them to the other BH palettes plus the most recent ones that come in this nice sleek model. Because I have the BH Party Girl palette and I use that all summer long. When I went to Vegas, when I travel home to Buffalo, like that is the palette I pack up. I don't take an 88 palette. I take that 40 palette and then I have my own deep potted matte eyeshadows and I take that palette and I take my little quad. That's all the eyeshadows that I take. I don't need anything else. I have every single color that I could need, want, and then some. But this one definitely tops the Party Girl palette. First of all, let me just show you. Y'all, if y'all have not seen this, let me just show you. Okay, first of all, it comes like this. And it has this nice nifty little mirror, right? Party Girl palette doesn't have a mirror. Has this nice nifty little mirror, which is very, very cute. Very, very much so packaged for on-the-go travel. Like if you're in your car and you want to do some old day to night, like this is the palette that you put in your purse that stays in your bag or whatever, and you just whip it out, smoke it out, and roll. Like, that's how this palette is designed. It's designed for you to take it with you on the go, switch it up day to night. You could be wherever, in the freaking bathroom stall, you can be in the alley, you could be in the parking lot, in your car, like you could be wherever and boom, get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what this palette is designed for. But like the colors in this palette are just so much more vibrant. I think they're brighter. You have better color choices because you have more options. When you go from 60 to 40, I mean, you just have more options and you have more variety that you can put in there. When you have a 40 palette, you kind of got to pick and choose, you know, which colors should I use? So what I like about this palette is how they did not overdo the green. In that Party Girl palette, they have so many shades of green in there that are like really so close together. Like really, who needs all those shades of green? Like really. So this one, you have more shades of blue. In that party palette, there was like one nice bright shade of blue, and that was it. Like if you wanted to darken up, you had to like mix shades to custom make to get the color that you want. Okay, so you have a nice range of blue, nice brick orangey red. It's not real red, it's not bright orange, it's like right in the middle. Love that. The browns, the amount of mattes, I do like the amount of mattes in here because there are certain colors that you just must always have in a matte form. You must always have a matte black. You must always have several matte browns of varying shades. I believe a woman should always have a matte gray, and you should always have a matte vanilla type of color or a matte type of champagne color. I feel like those are just some basic colors that you should always have matte. Okay, now you can pick and choose, you know, what type of finish you want with other colors, like for your purples and your blues. I mean, it's just all about the preference and the look that you want. If you want to go shimmery, if you want to go sheen, if you want to go matte, that's your preference. But certain colors, if you're a makeup wearer, like eyeshadow wearer, you should have certain mattes in your collection, because these are the go-to colors, the transition colors, your everyday colors. You're gonna use these colors most frequently. You're not, you know what I mean? So when I like the fact that this day to night palette has a good range of mattes, and it has the right colors, the right shades that are matte. That's what I'm trying to say. They have the right shades that are matte. I like the fact that it's sleek, okay? I mean, these type palettes, the Party Girl palette, this type palette, are palettes that you travel with, okay? Because you can take a lot of colors and it's not heavy. It's light, it's sleek, and that way you can pack in your other stuff that you need, like your foundations and just makeup that's a little bit in a chunkier form. You understand what I'm saying? That comes in a chunkier form. So you have more room for those types of things. So this palette is freaking awesome. Here's the black. Here's like the goldish color. Here is the dark blue. Here is the yellow. And here is that hot pink. All right. Like, these colors are freaking awesome. They're so freaking pretty. All right, so now on the day side, I'll swatch a couple. Green. Here's like a lilac color, and then here's like a little pinkish color. Here is the salmon color. And then here is like a taupe, like a taupe-ish type color. Okay. And they are very, very, very pigmented. And of course, us girls of color, for these paler shades to show up, you're gonna have to prep and prime your eye. You are. It just comes with the territory. Now, okay. On to the next. It is the BH Duo Blush Palette. I do not know why blush and I do not get along. I do not know why blush be aggy with me sometimes, and I just don't understand why. Like, why you upset with me? You ain't got to be all screaming on my face and why you yelling? Why you yelling? Why you mad? I mean, just sit on my face. Just lay there. Lay down. Lay down. I don't know why me and Blush don't get along. So I'm trying to work it out and show Blush that I really do love her, you know, and even though I was not utilizing her to her fullest potential, okay, I recognize Blush's strengths, okay? I do recognize Blush's strengths, okay? And I'm hoping that Blush and I will work out this relationship thing that we got going on, okay? Because Blush was really just not liking me. So I'm trying to give Blush a chance. And, you know, it just came. I really want the BH Day and Night, but it just came with this. So I got it. And I have to say that I have been quite pleased. I've been quite pleased, ladies and gentlemen. I really have been quite pleased. I have to admit, blush can make or break your look, because blush will either make you look like a bona fide bozo the clown, right? Or you just look washed out with this eye and this lip. You know what I'm saying? So blush is temperamental, and you have to know how to ease blush into the swing of things, okay? So the 3 things that you need to understand about blush. Number 1 is the color choice and making sure that it does work well with your skin, okay? Now, you can pretty much get away with any color blush because you're matching is an accessory to your eye and your lip, right? To bring the full face together. And so the second thing you have to be mindful of with blush is how much product to use, and where to first place it. So these are the 3 things that you have to keep in mind. The color that go with your skin tone, right? How much product that you put on your tool, whether you're using your fingers, whether you are using a brush, all right? And then where to begin placing the color on your face, okay? So over the year, I have learned quite a few things about blush. So what I have learned, well, all these colors work for me. Alone, maybe not. But knowing how much product to use and where to place it on the face, where to begin, you can pretty much work any of these colors into your look. And I like that about BH Cosmetics. I like the color choices, and I like the versatility in the products, that they're and the ability to use them with any skin tone. That's what makes them versatile, okay? And along with the versatility in creating several types of looks, because at nighttime, depending on what you're going for, you know what I mean? Sometimes you want that rouge on that cheek to stand out. Sometimes you just want a hint of color just so that your face has that natural flush type of look. Sometimes you want the color to have a little bit of sheen in there, so when you smile, that cheekbone, that sheen, it just boop, it just pops, it just twinkles. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm very pleased with the color choices in here. When I first swatched it on my arm and I took a picture of it, I really wasn't liking it too tough. I really wasn't. I was like, hold up, these colors don't look that great. But once I put it on this brush and I started putting it on my face, I was like, oh, whoa, 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 hold up. I just won't hitting it right. You know what I'm saying? Just won't hitting it right. So, had to hit it right, right? So, what you do is you get your product on your brush, all right? See? This is just a regular blusher. This is a Target blush brush. I just bought it just to see. Don't like it. Would never buy a Target brush again per se. But it gets the job done. Like, it's no big deal. So I tap off the excess. Right? Watch the powder fall. And then I start up here. If I am unsure, and I just kind of like pat it down. I just pat it down. And then like I might turn my brush over to the other side and then work the color in that way, right? And then just get the rest on there. But that's pretty much what I do. I start up here and bring it down, and then I just kind of work it in. And then I learned this trick where, like, you know how you smile and the ball of your cheek pops up? Like, so when my ball of my cheek pops up, just lightly brush it behind the ball of your cheek. So now I gotta get this side right. You don't want the color to sit here. You want the color to sit here. Does that make sense? So when I say behind the ball, I mean behind the ball, behind the knob. All right. So like here's the ball of my cheek. I don't want it to sit here. I want it to sit over there. So I just kind of pull it up like that. So that's the color I'm using. And then, you know, and sometimes if it just becomes overbearing, you just get a brush that you use to kind of just blend everything together and just kind of like go over it. You know, but the thing about blush that I also learned about myself is that because I was afraid to put it on, by the end of the day, like it would look like I no longer had blush on my face, and then my entire look would look a little bit different. So I had to apply it a lot more generously, but knowing where to be generous with the color and how to distribute it on your face. So here is some swatch. Let's get my light right. I think it looks better if I have this behind it. Right, and like if you look, this one has like the really pink, really pink, very bright. So you would use this lightly. For somebody that's my skin tone, I would use this lightly unless I'm going to be like on stage or something and I need something to show up from a full packed house from the back of the room. This one is like the shimmer I don't know, all like, it's kind of like, oh, this one is the real bright pink. Like this, and this will probably look fabulous on somebody who is nice, creamy, chocolatey, brown, smooth, butter skin. Like I can see this just sitting so right on your face. Like, I can see that. And then like these will make pretty cool eyeshadows too. Like, no bullshit. Like it'll make pretty good eyeshadows. And then, but BH Cosmetics, I love their pencil eyeliners. Like I love them, and I'm so mad that they have been out of stock for like so long, and I've been waiting for them to come back in stock. So when I saw the deal and it came with this, I said I'll give it a try. The last time I was in Sephora, there, you know, I saw the Kat Von D, I saw Stilla's version of this. What I don't like about BH's liquid eyeliner in this marker type deal is it's not waterproof. It's not waterproof. I need eye products that are waterproof because my eyes like are very moist. Like my tear ducts moist up all throughout the day. Like I just get oily in here, and like any type of color that I have, it will liquefy. It might not like move too much. It will liquefy. I can just quickly take my finger and blend it out, make it look better again. But I will have a blob of black, just a black blob sitting right there in the little tear, well, this is the tear duct, but in the tear well. I don't know what you call this part of the eye, but this part of the eye right here is where I get oily. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So I need waterproof products. So when I put this sucker on, I tried it and I just knew, but I'm looking, because usually if it's waterproof, BH will say, it'll say waterproof. Lip liner pencils, waterproof. It says it. The eyeliner pencil, waterproof. It says it. Like this didn't say it, and I was going through the website like, is it waterproof? And it just doesn't say it. Nah, B, it's not waterproof. That's the only downside to this product right here. It is not freaking waterproof. So setting it with, okay, so how do you use this product? Because it's not waterproof, it is easy to clean up mistakes if you make one. It's a good product to, like, if you want to do a winged eyeliner, cat eye, you know, it's a good tool to draw your shape. And then because it's not waterproof, you can easily go in with the Q-tip, you know what I mean, wet it a little bit or not wet it, and just clean up whatever you want to clean up. Like this, it always stays very, very liquidy. Like it's very, you know what I mean, like all the time. Like, and you can write with this joint. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's really, really like that. And like you can go thin, you can go thick, you know, it's just, but how long does it last? That I don't know, because a whole day that I didn't use it because I couldn't find it, whatever. But so this gets like an okay. So like if I had to rate these products like from a 1 to 5, like on a 5-star type method, I would give this pencil like a 3. Subscribe!